My daughter Ella bullied a girl in a wheelchair so badly that she attempted suicide, so I cut off her internet and made her write 500-word empathy essays every day to get the Wi-Fi password until her own friends turned on her and she spent senior year eating lunch in bathroom stalls, living the same hell she'd put Jamie through before finally understanding what she'd done. My daughter Ella has been a bully for what feels like forever. If a kid in her class had a stutter, she'd loudly mock it. If her friend had a head injury, she'd flick her temple. During her classmate's birthday, she literally poured a glass of cola onto the birthday girl's dress. But then last year, this girl in a wheelchair named Jamie joined her class, and Ella turned into a monster like I'd never seen. 2 weeks in, she accidentally poured water onto Jamie's electric wheelchair, causing the brakes to malfunction. After that, it only got worse. Ella and her friends would coordinate accidents where they would bump into her chair and film her struggling to recover. They made a fake dating profile using non-consensually taken photos with descriptions like, "looking for someone who doesn't mind changing my diaper." Ella even created memes comparing her to vegetables and posted them to her year's privated IG gossip account. The worst was when Ella found her physical therapy videos that her mom had posted privately and reposted them with jokes about Jamie trying to be human. It was horrible, and I had no idea that any of this was happening until I got the call that changed everything. I was at work when the school rang my phone. I was told Jamie had attempted sewer slide. She was in the ICU fighting for her life. My heart broke for her. I asked if she was okay and why the principal was letting me know personally when it was the end of the school year, and that's when he dropped the bomb. They'd found hundreds of messages from multiple accounts, all linked to Ella's friend group. The worst one was sent that morning. "Even your wheelchair wants to get away from you. Do everyone a favor and KYS." I dropped my lunch onto the floor in shock, then excused myself and headed straight home. Didn't even tell my boss. When I got home, I found Ella on her bed scrolling through TikTok without a care in the world. I told her I knew about Jamie, but she barely looked up from her phone. I told her what Jamie had attempted because of her actions. This time, she looked up, but instead of showing an ounce of remorse, she told me with this dead stare, "It's not my fault she couldn't take a joke," then looked back down at her phone. I remember my world freezing. This was the monster I had raised. I remember forcefully grabbing her phone off her and locking myself in the bathroom. Ella started screaming and pounding the door, yelling at me to give the phone back and that she didn't do anything wrong, but I didn't listen. I combed her phone and found messages that made me physically sick. Even worse, I saw my 15-year-old self in those messages. I was the kid who ate lunch in bathroom stalls. I was the kid who tried to end it all junior year because the torment never stopped. Ella knew this, and she still went ahead and did it. That was the moment something cold and calculating replaced my parental instinct. My daughter had become the monster I'd spent decades trying to forget, and I was going to show her exactly what it felt like to be the victim. I came out of the bathroom to where she was almost crying with rage, but instead of giving her the phone back, I took every device, her iPad, her computer, everything. She screamed and cried and even tried to hit me, but I refused to let up. I gathered everything and went into the living room where I locked myself in